Happy Friday. Friday, June 13th. Friday the 13th. 8:32 a.m. I just completed my first offer. Forgot to turn the camera on already this morning, so apologize for that. But it was $9 for 5.1 miles for Chick-fil-A to a regular. They order all the time. There's this little business down here. Good customers. On the way to drop that off, I got a Grubhub for Starbucks, which is just right ahead here, like $8.70 something for 7.5 miles. Headed south of town, outside of town. Come on, stop moving on me. My wife messed this thing all up. So I accepted it because I was still a few miles away from dropping off the Chick-fil-A. So I accepted it and dropped off the Chick-fil-A. And then I got a DoorDash as soon as I closed out the Chick-fil-A order. $7 for 4.5 miles for the same Starbucks. It's less pay, but it's going the opposite direction back further into town where I'd rather be. So I'll take the $1.50 hit on the pay just to stay in my zone, because the other was going to take me way out of my zone, and I would have to drive all the way back to into the zone, most likely to get an offer. So we're rolling to the back right here to Starbucks. The main Starbucks that I normally pick up from, oh hello, is closed because somebody drove through it. I guess some old lady, typical, had it in drive instead of reverse and punched the gas and drove right through the front door. It happened while I was on vacation, so thankfully nobody got injured, I don't think, so that's a good thing. Man, no parking, and one jerk off parked right on the line, so I got to park out here. We'll run into Starbucks and pick this up. Good morning. I've got DoorDash for Megan. I just got it, so probably haven't started it yet. Yep. So some good news. I was in there. I picked up the DoorDash. $7 for 4.5 miles. I walked out to my car, started to drive out of the parking lot, and they sent me an Uber Eats for the same Starbucks. $10 for 2.8 miles. And it is directly on the way to the DoorDash customer. So that works out. So all of a sudden just turned into at least a $17 double order, pending a hidden tip, because it's $10 for 2 miles, so there's might be a hidden tip on there, probably just like a few cents, I'm guessing. No more than like a $10 tip, but still, great order. Oh, somebody's smoking. I can smell it. But we'll get these dropped off. Stickers are falling off of the bags here. We'll get this dropped off. This will put us at $26, so a hot start. Drove all the way back to my spot. Didn't get much of anything, got 2 or 3 offers, nothing good. But pretty much right when I parked, seconds after I parked, I got this Denny's $13.25 for 8.3 miles. It's alright. I like to pay at least, but the miles could be better. So we'll mosey on over here to Denny's and pick this up. It's supposed to be a little cooler today. I think like 81 for the high. Nice and comfortable. It's nice out now. 67 right now. A little bit cool, comfortable. I'm happy with it. Off to Denny's we go. All right. Well, we're gonna pass our goal. Very much ahead of schedule. I'm picking up a Dunkin' Donuts. $6 for 4 miles. It's not necessarily good or anything, but I'm over here on the northwest side of town. Damn it. And I wasn't sure if I'd get anything else. And this is kind of bringing me back towards a better area too. So, well, I was looking over here. I forgot I had the camera down here. Let's put us about $45. 9:43 a.m. Off to a good start. since I am off to a good start, I've already hit my goal. I'm considering going home to pick up my daughter to take her to breakfast. We'll see what happens. I've been driving with my hazards on for at least 5 minutes. Picked up a Starbucks order, $8 for like 5.3 miles, 5.6 miles maybe. On the way to drop that off now. This will put us at a $53. It is 10:08 a.m. I am over on the west side, so I do need to make my way over towards the east side where the majority of the restaurants are, because that's where I'll have a better chance to get good offers. So I'm going to drop this off and try to make my way over there. There's a guy laying face down on the porch next to where I dropped this off at. I thought he was like passed out, but he's awake. He's laying. I think he's just really drunk. He's laying there. He's laying there rapping. And he's obviously inebriated or on something. Where you can hear him, motherfucker, this, like he's freestyling or something. He's not moving, but you can hear him. Shit was weird. Oh, got a little Chick-fil-A action going on here, as you can see. $12 for 5 miles. Stopped at home to check on the little one. Got her ass out of bed. Brought her a McGriddle. And now we are back out here. This is gonna put me like $68. It's about 10 after 11. Great start. Moving fast and furiously here. I just did a Jason's Deli, $7.75 for 3 miles. That put me at $74. And now I've got the sushi order, $6.25 for 2.2 miles. Going to Best Buy to the Geek Squad. So this put me at $80. It's not even noon yet. Things are good. Things are real good. Alright, well, I wasn't even into the car yet after dropping off that sushi order, and I got a Smoothie King catering order. It's 12 items. $11.25 for 4.8 miles. So, keeping the good times rolling here. This put me over $90 already. Still not even noon. It's 11:59. But by the time I drop this off, I'll probably be like quarter after. So, still an ideal start to a lovely Friday. I'm going to try to gut it out and stay all the way out until 5 p.m. when I pick up my wife. Hopefully I can hit $200 before 5 o'clock so I don't have to work tonight. That's kind of what I'm shooting for. I'm going to do something with the family tonight, hopefully. There's a Taylor Swift, I guess you'd say like a cover show going on at this place called Sinisippi Park here in town, which is like, it's a park, obviously. But it's in like a wooded area. And there's like roads that like kind of wind in there or whatever. And they've got like a music shell. It's actually pretty cool. I've never actually seen a show there before, but I've seen the shell, like driving by it in the daytime. So maybe we'll go do that. There's also a water ski show that they have in the summer every Friday night here on the river. It's free. And my nephew's girlfriend, shout out Riker, shout out Colby, are actually, she's on the water ski team. So could possibly, potentially do that. So we're going to do something. Not sure what yet, but off to Smoothie King. Well, this is about going as well as possible. I just dropped off that Smoothie King, and I am going to that Walgreens straight across the street. Smoothie King ended up being $12.31 for 4.8 miles, I think it was. So a little bit of a hidden tip of like a little over $1. So shout out to that customer. And now this Walgreens is $9.75 for 4.5 miles, I think it was, 4 point something. So it looks like it's just a store pickup. It says one item, but that doesn't mean it's one item. It just means it's like one order. So it could be one thing, it could be 10 things. We'll see when we get there. Hopefully it's not too crazy. Which we're there now. At Chipotle. I just did one order. It was a Jason's Deli, $9.33 for 6 miles on the way back from that Walgreens order. So I did accept a McDonald's order. Just left there. It turned out to be stolen. It was $11 for 3 miles. So I had a feeling it probably was going to be stolen because the pay seemed like it was boosted already. But got this Chipotle right after. $7.25 for 4.7 miles. Hello, I've got a DoorDash for Ben. All right, cool. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Just stopped at Culver's to get some lunch. Poor guy in front of me. He was a Hispanic fellow in the drive-thru, and he spoke like he struggled with English. You could tell, but he was ordering, and I could hear him order because I was right behind him. And he's ordering a cod sandwich and a couple other things or whatever. And I don't know who this drive-thru lady was at this Culver's. Normally, I have no issues with Culver's, but she was incredibly rude. It was crazy because he was like, Spanish accent, you go, one cold sandwich, please, or whatever, and like, she's like, huh? It was like as soon as she realized he, struggled with English or that he didn't speak the clearest English, she immediately just decided she was going to try to not understand him. One cold sandwich. What? A number one? No, one cold sandwich. And she's like, I can't understand her. You just got to pull up the window. I'll take your order there. It's like, really? I could clearly understand him, and I'm behind him. You've got the headset on, so he's talking right in your ear. So I don't know what her problem was. Obviously, she wasn't happy about him not being white. That's what it felt like to me. But I felt bad for him. And I get pulled up to the window. He gets pushed up, to wait for his order up in one of the parking spots. And she's like, I'm so sorry. The guy in front of you was being difficult. I was like, wasn't being difficult at all. You were just intentionally trying not to understand him. It's a shame that people just can't be nice. But whatever. I got this Culver's that I picked up for myself for once, and I'm actually going to a different Culver's to pick up a DoorDash. $8 for 5 miles. So headed there now. Hello again. Back out here. 5:18 p.m. on the way to Portillo's. Got an offer $9.15 for 5.7 miles. Coming back right by my house, getting delivered right in my neighborhood. This construction is crazy, man. This road's been under construction forever. Not forever, like over a month, but it feels like forever. You know what I mean? Generally, when this isn't under construction, this is the best north and south route to go through town because it has less lights. You can scoot a little bit more because the speed limit's 45, so you can shoot through here 55, 60 with no issues with the flow of traffic, but not right now you can't.